Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It's a really special occasion. And we want to thank every single past committee member who have really given us the energy, the drive to get to where we are today with finding quote-unquote lost classmates. If you want to get your drinks ready, we're gonna need them for a couple things. I would like to, one, toast Bill Edwards. So raise your glasses with me. Bill has jumped in and become the president of our 1973 reunion committee. And he's done it, kind of thanklessly. And he's done it seemingly effortlessly and put tons of hours into the website and the planning and heading up our crazy little group. So raise your glass to Bill Edwards. Thank you, Bill, for all you do, for keeping our website alive, and we love you. And for being our official videographer for this evening. The other thing that we think is important, I don't know if anybody's aware, but we've lost a ton of classmates. It's in the 60s. 65 classmates. Did anybody know that over the years? So we're not going to name the names tonight, but they are listed at nicolay73.com if you care to click on in memoriam and read about who they are. So here's another toast to those who have gone before us. We love you guys. You're always going to be one of us, and you are not forgotten.
Amen.
Cheers.
Amen.
Cheers.
And next, I said we're not going to name names on that in memoriam list, but here's one we're going to name tonight, and that's Rick Bernstein. Rick was the president of this committee for the last two reunions, that would be the 35th and the 40th. And I'm not really sure that a lot of people know how much he really did for the class of 73. Rick really gave tirelessly. He was like all in. When we planned the 35th, I don't even know how it emerged anymore, but I guess we announced there's going to be a meeting and whoever was going to show up, showed up. And somehow Rick emerged as the president of that group. He was great in business. He had a lot of smarts. He was great in finance. And so from the 30th Reunion Committee, we obtained the missing classmate list that they had put together and all the classmates that we did have some contact information for. So we kind of sprung off of what they gave us. Here we are now. But, Rick didn't tell people what he did. He just went ahead and did it. He did things like he took a classmate under his wing. He mentored that classmate. I think today we'd call him really a life coach. And he mentored him in finances. He tried to help him and give him some direction in that. And, he didn't talk about it. They were buddies. A lot of us were buddies with him, but that speaks to Rick's character. Rick funded a ton of things for our 35th and 40th reunions when the finances were low and we didn't know how we were going to pull things off. All of a sudden we magically pulled things off. Oh, Rick paid for it. The 40 tickets to Billy Gardell at our last reunion, Rick paid for it. He just fronted the money and hopefully we got enough people to buy a ticket and get him reimbursed, but he didn't get completely reimbursed. And oh well, whenever this class needed money so we could go forward with our reunions, Rick just opened up his wallet and handled it. So I think he deserves, even at this time, a lot of credit and gratitude. We kicked around the idea at one point for a class trip, and Rick said, yeah, that's a great idea. So next thing you know, he put together a class trip to Vegas. And so he kind of hosted that. He put the whole itinerary together, and whoever was willing and able met him in Vegas, and they had a great time. Another thing, one last thing about Rick, even though we could all go on and on about his great points, Next week is actually Rick's 64th birthday. And, you know, he had quite a significant change in circumstances that brought him to his demise. He wanted to go that alone. Almost no one, except maybe Bill, knew what Rick was going through. So, barring that, Rick would have been here tonight. So that brings us to another cheers. So I think collectively we want to say happy birthday to Rick next week. And another little tradition that we've started with our committee is anytime we get together, whether it's 2 or 3 of us or whether it's the whole official committee, the very first thing we do is grab something to drink and we give a toast to Rick. So we do not want tonight to be any different when there's all the more of us here. So here's a great toast to Rick with a lot of gratitude and love. Gone but never forgotten. And thanks everybody for coming. Here's to Rick, everybody.
Cheers! Cheers!
And right back to Johnny Kane.
All right, finally on a bit of a lighter note, Rick was a kind, just a couple thoughts from me, a kind, generous guy. Way back in 1974, Rick and I at UWM, we used to meet at the auditorium, the lunchroom, and had our sub sandwiches together. We would just talk about things on our mind. And again, Rick was just a great friend, so God bless you, Rick. And now, all those years ago, classic rocker Neil Young sang 24 and there's so much more. Well, fast forward to 40 years ago, we were probably singing 24 and there's so much more when we were 24. And now it is 2019 and we're 64. And aren't we looking good, everybody? Give yourself a round of applause. Wow! Everybody looking good. Yes. Big round of applause. Come on. Whistle, scream, yell. All right. So, everybody, let's raise our glasses. And let's have a toast. When I'm 64 and there's so much more on 3. 1, 2, 3. 64 and there is so much more. Yes. We have a lot to be thankful for. Take it easy, enjoy the night tonight, enjoy a lot of this wonderful food provided by the Highland House. Enjoy my mother's Polish delight and the fruits of success from Elizabeth Salzwell Katona. Everybody enjoy, thank you for coming, and in about, you guys let me know when you want myself and the Big M, we have a Beatles tribute. I will be singing along with Mike, whistling. Stick around, you won't be sorry. Just let us know when you're ready. We'll start to rock and roll the night away. Thank you again. Cheers. Woo.